see, it's very interesting what my two studio guests have said. What I want to know from you is, was this a deliberate uh, ploy or strategy on the part of Mr. Zardari to come to India in the guise of a pilgrimage to Ajmer Sharif? One. Secondly, what kind of reactions do you see in the Pakistani media after the visit? Like today's morning newspapers and what the television channels are saying?
I think they had choreographed this visit very well, and Mr. Zardari picked up a fight with the opposition leader, Mr. Sharif, and his younger brother.
Yes.
And the media got busy with that, and he went for this visit with lot of preparation, I know.
Right.
But without making a big media event out of it. It was, I think, perhaps a bigger media event in India.
Right.
So he was able to diffuse the expectations and the high-profile things. And what I know that he was, in fact, it started with the pilgrimage, but it culminated into a very serious move.
Right.
I'll refer 2 or 3 points.
Right.
One is, I think, after the trade liberalization, Pakistan had, this was a big shift in Pakistan's strategy,
Yes.
not tactics. That Pakistan used to say that first Kashmir, then trade.
Right.
So now Kashmir is not being seen on the agenda, but the trade is being tackled. The second point is Afghanistan should be and is the major concern of Pakistan and India and the other states of the region, and it should be a great concern.
Right.
We should, Mr. Zardari, and this was referred to by Mr. Manmohan Singh as well, that a regional solution, a regional approach to the problem. And the problem is Afghanistan. Endgame is ending.
Right.
It will be moving towards an end, maybe earlier than anticipated. So what will be the future? The void created by the exit of ISAF
Right.
and NATO forces, who will fill it? Will India and Pakistan be fighting a proxy war? Or will they be joining their strategy, joining their forces
Right.
to stabilize Afghanistan along with other states of the region?
Right.
I mean, Mr. Zardari have proposed, he has proposed to the Prime Minister of India that let us sort out this mess together. And I think the message is taken very well. Then, of course, there was the issue of, okay, what is doable, let us do Sir Creek. And I would raise another issue after the death of 135 Pakistani soldiers in Siachen.
Right.
The now greater focus in Pakistani media is today on that these soldiers have not been rescued. And
Right.
there is no hope for any one being rescued alive.
Yeah, that's right.
So what I want to raise the issue before the panel, that why are we in Siachen? Why should we be staying
Absolutely.
on there?
Mr. Alam, you heard what the guests have said. See, the important question now is that in Pakistan, do you think that this trust deficit which has been there between the two countries, is there any evidence of it being reduced following this visit? Do you see that? Do you see that in the media? Do you see that among the people or among the diplomats, among the politicians?
You see that we have a long history of suspicion and wars and animosity, which is a bad history. We should be forgetting that history and getting over it. There are some very positive developments, perhaps, which can't be seen with adversarial eyes or in a state of Cold War kind of thing which prevails in the subcontinent.
Mr. Alam, I just wanted to bring to your notice some of the newspaper reports which I have seen from Pakistan. They are very, they seem to be more positive than what we see in the Indian newspapers. How do you see? So, how do you see this?
That all the Mr. Nawaz Sharif has welcomed, despite very bitter opposition to the regime of Mr. Zardari and Gilani.
Okay.
That he has welcomed the president's visit.
But Imran Khan seems to have a problem.
And similarly, Mr. Fazlur Rahman, the leader of the largest Deobandi organization,
Right.
with a mass appeal in some parts of Pakistan, he is also welcomed.
Right.
Awami National, I mean the parties in the parliament all are for peace with India and better relations with India and resolution of disputes through dialogue. I think there is a larger consensus in the Pakistani parliament. And moreover, the people are now fed up with this because there is a lot on Pakistani plate to sort out. For example, the terrorism, the law and order situation, the economy, the energy crisis, and people want their government to focus on these issues.
Right.
And what is important to note is, and you can check it with your high-ups, you can call Mr. Chidambaram.
Right.
I'm asking this from Mr. Chidambaram. Is cross-border taking place at the moment? No. Cross-border is totally stopped. And this has been decided by Pakistan Army that no more cross-border, and they are containing these people.
That's very interesting.
And war is going on in Pakistan's vast areas against these terrorists. Of course, there is a conflict between America going on, a tussle going on between America and Pakistan.
Right.
The Pakistani establishment wants its space to expand towards South Asia. That's why this trade was allowed.
Okay.
Otherwise, this trade would not have been allowed. And India must grab this opportunity.
Absolutely.
There have been moments that sometime when India was prepared, Pakistan was not prepared.
Right,
When Pakistan was prepared, India was not prepared.
Absolutely.
And
Okay.
we missed such opportunities.
Several
I would
opportunities.
say that despite all what's going on in Pakistan, Pakistan is perhaps Pakistan's major stakeholders, establishment included, are now inclined to have a good handshake with India. You see that civilians had realized that conflict between India and Pakistan is not good for democracy.
Has the
That
army
is-
realized it?
No, yes, an army is in no mood to to enter politics. And the second point is that you must have noted the meeting between the president, the prime minister, the foreign minister, and the army chief
Right.
before Mr. Zardari left for Delhi. That was a message that, okay, everybody's on board. And as he came back, you have seen the papers that except for very extremist fringe, nobody opposed the visit and everybody welcomed it.
Right.
And I may tell you that, okay, you must talk to your army chief and you must talk to your RA chief, you must talk to your defense minister, you must talk to your interior minister, whether cross-border infiltration is taking place at the moment or not.
Okay.
I will say that it's not. I have been opposed to this infiltration. I have taken flag here opposing this. Okay, don't use violence. Violence cannot be a method to solve issues.
Absolutely.
But I am saying the peacenik in Pakistan, Mr. Imtiaz Alam is saying that there is no cross-border. And there are bigger, and please don't make Hafiz Saeed a hero. Americans, behind putting up the bounty on his head, have in fact made him a hero suddenly. And India, by emphasizing just this is a bigger issue than Hafiz Saeed.
No, but Hafiz
And we are
Saeed
faced with a much bigger threat than many Hafiz Saids put together.